So every fear people have about investing comes from taking what you call inefficient risk. That's when you're not calculating carefully. Kevin says poker instead of roulette. I don't know. I play a lot of poker, and I'm gonna tell you, poker. Or I used to play a lot, and poker will make you mad. Poker is kind of a crazy game. All right, so let me answer a few questions. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? Good to see you. What's a good book to get a better understanding of options? I'm trying to think here. I don't have any in mind actually because I don't. I just learned it from grad school. I didn't, but I don't know. Let me look into that because I can't think of any options books that I like. If anybody knows one, feel free to recommend it. But yeah, I don't really read options books. I just studied it, and we had to study it kind of in a different way, not from a directly applied way. It was more mathematical theory. Um, Let me see here. Okay, so let me answer some more of your questions, and then we'll find a couple books. I'll let you know what I think. Dwayne, can you show a live example of getting out of a trade, selling or rolling? Yeah, let me show you based on let's go to E-Trade and we can do that. And also just so you know, um, let's see, the books that came up in terms of popular options books. There's a book by Dan Passarelli called Trading Options Greeks: How Time, Volatility, and Other Pricing Factors Drive Profits. But this covers mostly the Greeks. A practical book of the options playbook, which has 40 strategies for bulls, bears, rookies, all stars, and everyone in between. Be careful with books that have like lots and lots of strategies and stuff because I think they can be a little bit overwhelming and kind of confusing. But yeah, that might be a book worth looking at. Okay, all right. So let's look at the Greeks really quick, and then we're gonna go in and I'll do an example of getting out of a position, and I want to talk you through it so you kind of know what's happening, so it'll make sense that way. All right. So in terms of the Greeks, let's go through each of the Greeks one by one. Okay, these are like siblings. The most important Greek is delta. Delta is on the left. Delta basically tells you how the stock and the option move together. So a stock with a very high, or excuse me, an option with a very high delta, because every option has a different delta relative to the stock. So you think about it like different. Think about it like a mother has 300 kids, and every child has a different relationship to their mother. So delta measures the relationship between the option and the stock. And why is that important? Well, because if I want to connect to the stock, if I see this stock and I say, "Gosh, I really want to invest in that," and I don't want to buy the stock itself, I might get an option that has a very high delta. So a high delta means that when the stock goes, the option goes. A low delta means that they still move in a connected way, but it's very small. So you imagine if I'm trying to do business with Michael Jordan, and someone says, "Well, we can't get Michael on the phone, but I can get one of his kids on the phone." And someone says, "Well, his daughter has a really great relationship with her dad. She talks to him every day. He does whatever she asks him to do." And you say, "But here's his son. His son doesn't talk to him but once every 6 months, and he does the opposite of what his son tells him to do." Then you may say, "Well, let me talk to the daughter and convince her of my proposal, and she could take it to her dad." Right? So a high delta option is one that has a very strong and powerful connection to the stock. Typically, the highest delta call options are options that are deep, deep, deep in the money.